Previously on Moment of Balance.
Chong, what happened after the earthquake?
I swear on my airbending pride, I did not kill anyone.
One of the suspects is a woman in traditional Fire Nation garb carrying a sensor. This gun does feel pretty suspect. Do you mind if I...
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do.
It is always a pleasure, Varrick.
I can make that go away, if you promise to do some favors for me.
The offer extends to each of us, and the offer extends to each of us individually.
You shouldn't take any deal that he offers you. He is the government. He's everything. He's everywhere. He funds everything.
He did just hand you away to get close to him.
Sabi is not going to return to Hanako's place. I've given him what you said a little bit of thought. I'm in.
Welcome to Team Varrick. Last episode ended with Sabi leaving a note at Hanako's doorstep and immediately running to Varrick.
A thing that neither of them know yet.
Before we continue with Sabi's conversation with Varrick, I think we should go over to Hanako and Chong and see what are you two thinking right now. So you guys just you went to the bodega that the guy owns, and you found out that he had a gun behind the counter. Yeah, what's your next move? What are you guys doing at Hanako's apartment right now?
Well, have I gotten my note yet?
I believe so. Were you guys already at the apartment when Sabi dropped that note off, or were you heading back to the apartment?
I believe we were heading back.
All right, so the two of you, you're on your way back. As you approach the apartment, you notice a piece of paper taped to your door, Hanako.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I go ahead and I read it. Hanako gives, a nod, and then slips the paper into her pocket.
Hey, what was that?
Nothing you need to worry about, just, some information from one of my informants. It's unrelated.
Oh, okay. Let's head in. Maybe Sabi's back.
Yes, that would be nice. And, Hanako opens the door.
Peony and Pearl are still in the apartment. It's pretty late, right? Yeah, I believe it's still night.
It's pretty late now.
And the two of them are sort of flopped over on a couch. They're both asleep. They have been exhausted by today's escapades, even if they weren't doing much. They've fallen asleep from the stress.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we should probably be quiet. They must be sleeping. Maybe Sabi's in her bedroom? She asked me back by now, right?
I would assume so. I walk back to sort of take a peek in the bedroom that Sabi is usually in. Obviously, she's not there. No luck.
Should we go look for her? Is this normal for her to,
She said she had something else to take care of. Don't get me wrong, I know she spends a lot of time with me, but she has her own business to take care of. I'm sure that she's simply handling some piercing pistols business elsewhere.
Oh, that's good. Let's head to bed. Today was such a day, and we have so much to tell her about today and what we saw. A good night's rest will probably do us well.
As you two are about to lay down for the night, you hear some stirring out in the living room, and Pearl has woken up. She rubs her eyes and is like, "Oh, you guys are back. Any news?"
We've discovered that the situation is perhaps a little bit more delicate than we had initially anticipated. I don't think that this bodes any ill will for your uncle, but we're going to deal with it in the morning. As it currently stands, it's incredibly likely that we're going to go to the police and let them handle extracting him.
Really think they're gonna do anything? They didn't do anything when we went to them yesterday.
The situation has changed. I believe I have a carrot I can dangle in front of them.
Okay. And she yawns and she lies back on the couch and pulls one of your fancy throw pillows around her.
I think Chong steps forward, while he sees her still awake, and says, Hanako's really good at getting stuff like this done. She's the gal to go to for stuff like this. It seems scary now, but it's gonna be okay. Just wait till tomorrow, okay?
Thanks, guys. We really owe you one after this. And then she falls fast asleep.
I turn to Hanako and whisper, aren't we they doing us a favor by not ratting us out by us doing this?
Precisely. They don't owe us anything.
Okay, so I'm gonna be under the impression that we don't say they don't owe us anything, and just let that slide.
I'm currently shutting their door, letting them get their rest as we're talking.
So, the two of you are going to just go to bed, handle this in the morning?
Sounds like a plan. I think there is a brief camera shot after Chong gets to bed. We see Hanako is up a little late in her room, just sitting at a table, rereading the letter a couple of times.
While you're doing that, Zopa takes a quick trip at one point. She sees your light still on, and I think she comes over to your foot, and maybe you have a little bit of bare skin showing between your shoe and your long matching silk pajama pants. And I think she gives you a little nuzzle.
Oh, yeah. I think Hanako looks down at Zopa and sighs, and there's a moment where you think she's annoyed, but then she leans down and for the first time picks up Zopa and sits Zopa in her lap.
Aww, character development.
Zopa mews so happily, just and makes biscuits in your lap in a sign of affection, and curls up and just plops down, content as can be, fully trusting of you.
This brings a hesitant smile to Hanako's tired face.
So, on the other side of town, on Varrick's ship, where he does all of his business, Sabi has taken the 2 platinum pistols and is now one of Varrick's staff.
Yeah, Sabi examines the gun and then takes out her old pistols and sets them down on a table and puts the new ones in the holsters that she carries on her.
Glad you like your gift. Now that you're officially on my payroll, let's get straight to business.
You move quick.
You gotta move quick. How else do you think I make my billions without moving quick?
I can't figure out. I thought it'd be furious we did to your minds, but it feels like you respect me for that, and I just can't put my head around it.
Well, you're a whole lot less dangerous on my side than you are on the other side.
Yeah, well, that's a pragmatic way to look at it.
Anyway, this is connected to what you did to my mine.
Oh?
We got a little problem, you and I. So I've done my best to cover up the existence of that platinum mine. Both the existence of the mine altogether and also what you and your little friends did to break it down. I am quite a convincing person, as you've seen, and all of the employees of the mine have been quite receptive to my suggestions that they should keep their mouths shut. Except for one. There is a man who... he's a bit of a whistleblower. He's trying to let people know about not just what went down that day, but what went down in the mine in general. Some unethical hiring practices, unethical business practices. Labor laws are a suggestion, you know what I mean.
Has it occurred to you that it might just be easier to not break all these laws and just pay people better?
Oh, it is so much more expensive, though.
You don't seem like you're hurting for money.
But it wouldn't hurt to have a little more. Anyway, he won't take my bribe, and he's threatened to bring some information to the cops, to the state, to the people in charge. I need you to take care of him.
In a very non-specific way or in a targeted kind of way?
Well, do the thing.
Sure. Okay. What information do you have?
The man's name is Bowen. He doesn't come from money. He doesn't really have a reason not to accept my little suggestion that I had given him earlier. I don't know much about his place of residence or anything like that because I hired him through a staffing agency.
What was the name of the staffing agency?
You're
used to having assistants for this kind of detail, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I believe he was hired through the Aspirations staffing agency. It's agency downtown, so I'll need you to do a little bit of digging, but once you figure out where to find him, put those guns to good use. They're very expensive.
Yeah, I gathered. I've got a couple of things I wanted to clear up before I go off on this errand of yours.
Go ahead.
I'm guessing that you made similar offers to my friends as to me, right?
Yes.
It would mean a lot to me if you would maybe just forget about the monk. Like, I don't know what you see in him, but he is not cut out for this kind of thing. And you do not need a neurotic monk with a guilty conscience working for you. I'm sorry.
Well, I was quite intrigued when I found out that his specialty is using airbending to spy. I would love to have an airbender spy on my staff. But if you really think he's that, well, he hangs out with you, though.
Yeah, I don't think he knew exactly what he was getting in. He completely lost his shit with what happened at the monk. And if you're interested in an airbender, you might want to look for one that's a little more morally compromised or a little more pragmatic than Chong.
Tell you what, I know I've already been quite generous with my gifts, but pull this first mission off for me, no issues, I'll let him go. I'll get the cops to drop his charges, and I won't try and bribe him anymore.
Second question. Mr. Varrick, you have to have people all over the city. I'm sure you have contacts that have access to this aspirations, employment, whatever the hell it is. Why are you asking me to go do the digging? Is this a test? Is this just to see how I operate? What's the logic exactly?
Truth is, this is a job I would have given to Julie, but she's busy with politics, so I have to take care of all the dirty work myself, and I am so busy with other things. I have so many designs to make, I have so many contracts to fill. I do not have time to search for the address of a single man who I want eliminated.
Wait, you said Julie. This is the second time you've mentioned her. You're talking about the president of the city.
Yes, the President of the United Republic, my darling wife.
Your wife was your assistant?
Of course, where else do you find a wife?
Huh. I hadn't considered that. All right, sure. I've got some contacts. Oh, one more thing. I don't really like being watched while I work. Is that going to be a problem?
Watched how?
Are you going to be spying on me while I do my job?
Well, let's consider this a trial run. If your job gets done, I won't bother spying on you. If your job has some roadblocks, some trip-ups, well, I might have to see what is happening next time as to why it caused that. Make me trust you this time around, and I'll continue to trust you in the future.
I'll say this about you. At least you're honest about it.
I mean, I've got much better things to do than send my men to spy on a single assassin. I've got so many other people they could be spying on.
Okay. Last question. Do you have someplace I can stay? I may have neglected to mention to my companions that I'm working for you now, and I don't know how welcome I would be back at Hanako's place of residence right now.
Feel free to take one of the guest rooms.
Thank you, Mr. Varrick. I won't disappoint you.
He points toward a room down the hallway. You open the door. It is ridiculous. It's a themed room. Tell me what it's themed as.
No, I want you to tell me what it's themed as.
It is Foggy Swamp themed. Varrick must have gone on some wild expedition to the foggy swamp to kill fucking swamp gators, and there are just like swamp gator taxidermy all over the room.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, this is terrible.
This is where you're sleeping tonight, Sabi, underneath the stuffed head of a swamp gator.
I slept in considerably worse places. I want to look around the room. Is there anything notable? Is there anything like things that seem like listening devices? They don't have camera. They only do have cameras. They have closed circuit television in this universe, or has that not been invented yet?
I don't think they have closed circuit television yet.
I want to just take a look around the room to see if there's anything interesting, anything left by previous guests, anything that stands out to me, anything that's just worth noting.
Well, to assess a situation.
I got a total of an 8.
Hold one.
What should I be on the lookout for?
So you're looking around this room. You see all these taxidermies everywhere. You can tell that even if Varrick isn't particularly like connected to his water tribe ancestry in spirit, in actual culture, he's like definitely held on to the water tribe aesthetic of like, furs, animal products, and whatnot, and uses that to make ridiculous choices like this swamp room. You also notice, looking at some of these alligators, they don't have glass eyes like you would expect taxidermy to. They have hollow eyes.
Interesting.
You are suspecting that if he so wanted to, he could either himself or someone else hide inside of these taxidermies and look out the eye holes.
Okay, well, Savi is gonna make a note of that and get ready for bed. Whenever we transition to the time of day when Fuzhou gets off shift, I want to go meet with him.
Okay, well that's gonna be around like 6 a.m.
I'm gonna just be very normal. I'm gonna take my time cleaning the guns and getting ready for bed and go to sleep and just be super as expected until then.
Sabi, you're gonna go to Fuzhou. Are you gonna go straight to Fuzhou?
Yes, I am.
I think time-wise, that's probably the next thing that's gonna happen in time. It makes more sense to pop to Fuzhou first.
Okay.
And then, then we'll see what the others are doing.
I'm gonna bring the paper that has the information on it. Sabi's kept it on her person and is not going to put it somewhere that it would be obvious that she has this information.
You're gonna show up to Fuzhou's house. It's about 6 a.m. or a little after 6 because he gets off at 6. He's gonna come up around the corner. He is surprised to see you.
You've gotta stop looking so surprised to see me every time.
Well, there's gotta be a reason you're here at 6 a.m. What you here for?
I've got something else for you.
Oh, all right.
I have got the location of the Red Monsoon's bootleg distillery. And I'm not going to ask you for anything right now, but it does come with a couple of catches.
Oh my god. He's looking at this address and he grabs a map and he starts looking at the map. He's like, I've walked by this building a million times. Oh my god, the chief is gonna love this.
Yeah, I thought they might. So, couple of things. One, there's a man being held there, and I need him to be safely released. Just make sure he doesn't get hurt, and don't take him prisoner or whatever. I don't think he knows anything, and as far as I know, he's being forced to be there. I need you to send an officer to Hanako Seki's place of residence. And I need them to tell her specifically and only her what you are going to do and mention that I passed you the information, but don't tell her anything else about my involvement.
Why are you aware of the hiding place of the Red Monsoons?
Look, I have connections in the underworld. That's why we made this deal to begin with. and I'm trying to do something good with it.
I'm gonna be real upfront with you. Yesterday, I was asking you some questions about your gun. There was a very confusingly high profile murder that occurred using one of these. He points at your holster and then raises an eyebrow because that's not a gun he's ever seen before. Sorry. Can I take a look at your gun again?
Sure, why not? She quickly unloads it and hands the gun to him.
Holy shit, this is solid platinum. What even is this? This isn't an admiral's friend. This is a
Call it a prototype model.
he hands it back to you because he's just a little confused and doubting his own memory because he was pretty sure he saw you have an admiral's friend yesterday. I was very convinced that you would, since you had the same model of gun, you'd have some idea of what happened with this murder, but I just got word from the precinct right before leaving that this case has been closed.
That's good news then.
Should be good news, but it's bizarre. The man who tipped us off, he was deemed mentally unfit. I'm just shocked that the medical system managed to deem him mentally unfit so quickly. Something's a little fishy around here, but either way, you're not a suspect in a murder, so but yes, will do. I will pass this along. You said Hanako Seki?
That's right. You'll be able to find her. She doesn't make herself very low profile. There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about.
Mm-hmm.
There's a temporary agency in town called Aspirations Staffing. Have you ever heard anything unusual about them? Or are they just another staffing agency, as far as you know?
They're one of those staffing agencies that you only go to when you're real desperate.
What do you mean by that?
They do not hook you up with the best work.
Interesting. Why would somebody go there? Are they really cheap or are they morally flexible?
They don't pay the greatest. You're lucky to get minimum from them, but then again, people get desperate around here.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. All right, thanks. I appreciate it. I don't know when I'll see you again, but I don't know. Maybe consider another lesson.
Well, like I said last time, I just needed one big thing to get the chief off my back about not getting enough info about the triple threats. So this will be my next big thing.
I'll keep that in mind. Just the guy they're holding, just make sure he doesn't get hurt. It's not really important to me, but it's important to somebody I care about.
Do you have his name?
His name's Chian.
Keep a lookout for him. And he gives you a little salute and goes inside his house.
I'm gonna go to the staffing agency, but you should probably.
But I think we should pop over.
You should go over to the other people. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop over to Hanako and Chong. It is now a more reasonable morning hour, let's say 9 a.m. You get a little knock at your door.
Okay. Yeah. I did say I was up late, so I think that there's a good possibility that this is Hanako getting up a little bit late. She's just finishing getting herself prepped up for the day. I imagine somebody else answers the door before she does.
All right, yes. One of her guards will answer the door. At the door is a cop, fully in uniform. The guard says he will go fetch you, so he does. Miss Becky, there is a police officer here for you.
Ah, of course. That's interesting. All right. I walk out of the room. I'm just finishing, putting the ornamentation in my hair together. Hello? What can I help you with?
Hanako Seki, we have a message for you from a friend of yours. And then she passes a memo that Fuzhou wrote on Sabi's behalf.
I know who this is. All right, then. Thank you very much. I appreciate your dedication to your duty. And I give them a slight bow.
The cop gives you a nod and then squints a little after seeing your sensor leaning against a chair inside. But she only takes a moment, then pops back out.
So the report that was given to me, it's just a full layout of like the information that Sabi gave to them and what they plan to do about it, right? Nothing
Yes.
more?
Nothing more.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm gonna go wake up Chong.
Oh yeah, Chong is totally, like, sawing logs. His normal wake-up time, I think, is, like, 11 o'clock.
There's like a gentle knock at the door, Chong. And then a much louder knock at the door, Chong!
I think Zopa jumps on Chong's stomach. Chong's like, "Ooh, yeah, yeah, hey, what's up? Oh god, what time is it?
May I come in?
Yeah, I'm decent. You can come in."
And you come in and Chong is wearing nothing but panties.
That's decent to Chong.
I could see it, yeah. That's fine. This is fine. This doesn't faze Hanako, I don't think. I don't think Hanako cares about this. I shut the door behind me and hold the little packet of information out to you.
Oh, wow. You think this was Sabi?
It definitely was. This is her earthbending teacher who signed it.
We didn't discuss this. Is this really piercing pistol related? I mean, I guess that the uncle was on their property. I guess I thought has she stopped by yet? Has she come home yet?
I haven't heard anything from her. And I put my hand to my chin. It's possible that she started acting on her own?
But don't you guys like have a deal in place?
We do, but that doesn't mean that everything we do is attached. Still, I would prefer she speak with me about the things I'm involved in.
Yeah, this is kind of weird. You've always kind of done this as a team. I thought we agreed that we'd hold off on this before pulling the trigger. I don't think she knows that this guy had a gun.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it right at this very moment. In the meantime, I think we should prepare for this, and Hanako waves the little paper around, to get underway, and we'll see if we can catch up with her. We'll prepare for the police to get the raid underway, and then I'll send some men out to see if they can locate our friend.
Yeah, because we still need to discuss what we're going to do about Varrick. I mean, we still got to keep a low profile. We're still possibly on the run. But if she were caught, why would she give Zhou this information? Like, would that be enough to get her off the hook, you think? Like, if they... But no,
No, the location of a notable illegal distillery would be one hell of a plea bargain.
Yeah, but you're right. We should, I'll put on some clothes, and get Zopa ready to head out. Do you have any, Cabot food? I've been getting her Cabot's best.
I open the door and I snap, and one of my men approaches, and there's like a small little montage, and then a chef has brought like a fresh salad full of stuff that you would expect a rabbit to eat, and then like a small side of like very nicely diced beef.
Zopa is psyched. I think Zopa eats like a cat. So Zopa's like down there going like meow 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 meow, and like just chomping away, her little sharp teeth like gleaming as she like noms on the salad and then noms on the beef and then noms, but she takes like these little quick bites. It's very cute, and I think she puts her little paws at the top of each bowl because I think the bowls are just. She gets get a little excited, so the bowl tips a little bit, so she gets a little food on her nose. Chong like pets her like, "Oh, you're a good Cabot. Yes, you are. You eat up."
While Zopa eats and Chong gets ready, Hanako, very notably, does not send anybody out to find Sabi.
Hanako and Chong, are you two planning on watching this raid go down?
Yes, that's kind of the implication of what we said.
If we think this guy's a potential criminal, We're gonna want to see where he goes. If he's gonna go straight home, or at least talk to him and tell him that his nieces are with us. So maybe a combination of everything. Keep an eye on him and also let him know that Puro and Peony are waiting for him. Maybe like Chong runs to the hallway, Kiki's pulling on his pants, and he goes like, hey, we should like go to that. Maybe we need to like visually confirm that he's alive for the girls.
Certainly. It's not like I have anything else to do today, and Hanako, in a way that isn't intended to be pointed, but definitely comes off like it, slides a stack of paperwork off to the side and stands up.
This goes completely over Chong's head. He's like, oh, good, I'm glad you're not that busy. I'm so glad you can be so flexible with everything that's going on. I mean, I thought being a politician was hard, but I guess not.
Moment of Balance will return after these messages.
For over 70 years, the name Jasmine Dragon has been the name of high-quality tea and high-quality service. Why, some call it the best Bossing Say has to offer. But you don't need to travel all the way to the Earth Kingdom when you can enjoy their famous blends and impeccable atmosphere right here in Republic City. The best thing about the Jasmine Dragon is that they don't compromise. They're serving the same amazing tea that Avatar Aang himself once sampled, and anyone is welcome to sit down and enjoy a cup. Whether you're a wayward airbender, a disgraced Fire Nation noble, or just some down-on-their-luck sot from the streets. Because when you're in the Jasmine Dragon, you're always an honored guest.
Greetings and salutations, dear friends. Are you looking for a dystopian actual play? Maybe something with a little steampunk pizzazz? Listen to Blades in Paradise. Society collapsed, but our corporate overlords rebuilt it. In this Blades in the Dark actual play, you'll join the Express Service Parcel Network, or ESPN, as they seek to find out if paradise is really heaven on earth, or if there's something darker underneath the surface. Available now wherever you find your favorite podcasts.
Welcome to the Jasmine Dragon. How can I help you?
I'll have... Oh, is that a new menu?
Yes, it is. We just got a new tea supplier, Many Worlds Tavern. Want to take a look?
Yes, certainly. You offer all of this now?
Not all of it. We've got a few flavors in the shop, but they're an online tea and coffee company, so you can have tea sent straight to your house.
I'm going to pretend I know what you mean by online. Or what's this here, about a monthly subscription?
They've got a couple of monthly subscription packages. The Treasured Realm Single Origin Coffee Blend and the Fabled Foliage Tea Selection. Each one comes with a bunch of fun accessories, like stickers, collectible cards, and a set of dice. It's tea for the tabletop.
Dice? I am partial to Pai Sho myself, but I don't think I know any dice games.
I think there's a version of Street Pai Show that uses dice.
I'll consider it.
They sell all kinds of gaming accessories too. Dice trays, playmats, the works. Also, a portion of every bag of tea or coffee purchased is donated to gaming-related nonprofits.
Tempting. I don't know if I'm in the market for a whole bag right now, but let me try a cup of the monthly special. The Cordyceps. I've never had a tea with Robos and pumpkin spice in it before.
Coming right up? And, if you change your mind, you can use our affiliate link in the description below and use coupon code BardRockCafe for a discount. Here you are. Thanks for stopping by the Jasmine Dragon.
Anytime. Ooh, that's good. And now, back to Moment of Balance.
Sabi, you've looked up the staffing agency, and it turns out, so Varrick mentioned it was downtown, but he had it wrong. It's actually more uptown, honestly. It's around like 65th Street.
What does that mean again? Is that where the monsoons were?
So Monsoon Territory stops at 70th Street. So yeah, it's around that Monsoon Territory. But you're still looking for this Bowen guy's address. And yeah, so do you want to check out this staffing agency?
That is where I'm gonna go.
You show up to the staffing agency. It's pretty run down. You can tell Fougeot was definitely right when he said that this is a very cheap agency. Like, you're gonna go here if, like, you got no other vein of work. If you've tried applying to all sorts of jobs and nothing's taking, this is where you go when you just need something to pay the bills. It doesn't matter if you're being paid fairly or not. You're gonna go inside, and there is a very disgruntled looking lady at the front desk. She's clearly being underpaid herself.
Question also relevant to this. Did Varrick give me any, like, money?
No.
Okay, cool. Fucking cheap bastard.
He gave you those guns.
He did give me those guns. Fucking cheap motherfucker. Alright, so Sabi is gonna walk up to the counter. She is putting on her full, like, person who breaks legs for a living persona. Like, she looks threatening. She's wearing this fucking poncho that's covering, you know, it's concealing the guns, but, like, the only reason someone would wear something like that is to conceal the fact that they're carrying guns. So she walks up to the counter. I need information on one of your former clients.
Do you have an appointment?
No, I don't have an appointment. I need the address for a man named Bowen who worked here. Preferably now.
I got a long line of people over there.
I'm sure you do.
Write your name on the sheet and sit down.
She sweeps the poncho aside and takes the gun out and plants it down on the counter between the two of you. You don't understand. I need this information now.
Roll to intimidate.
That's a 9.
I'm gonna have her back down, but keep watch. All right, don't you do anything rash. And you see her slide her hand under her desk, and you can tell that there's probably some kind of security call button under there.
Just give me the information I'm looking for, and I'll be on my way. I have a lot of appointments to keep, and my employer is not an understanding man. She takes the gun back and puts it back in the holster and slides the poncho.
She keeps her hand hovering over that button, but she asks, Bowen was the name?
Yeah, that's right.
She opens up the filing cabinet, runs through the B's. She is taking her time. She pulls out the file. Is this your man?
Is there anyone else by that name that's worked for you in the last few months?
We got a couple Bowens on file, but he's the only one who joined within the last couple months.
Then he's my man.
She slides you the file. Have a nice day, ma'am. Next!
Alright, Sabi's gonna leave.
So, as Sabi leaves, you're noticing a lot of cop cars are coming around this way. Like, a lot. There's more cop cars than there would be if that woman had, pressed the call button on you. That call button probably would have just brought some security dude down from upstairs or whatever. These cop cars, they're not stopping right by you. They're going around the corner. Do you want to see what's going on?
Sabi has a pretty good idea of what's going on, but she's going to, like, very cautiously watch. Like, this is going to be a keep in the shadows and don't let anyone see you kind of thing.
Hanako and Chong, are you there?
Yeah, I think we are.
Chong, roll to rely on your skills and training.
Okay, so I rolled a 6, so +1, that's a 7.
Okay. So, what I was having you do there, Chong, I feel like you've spent enough time with Sabi to recognize the sound of her footsteps. I'm gonna say, especially because you're not exactly trying to listen for Sabi, you're using your airbending to listen into what's going on at the distillery. And you catch very briefly in your stream of air a sound that sounds like Sabi's footsteps, but you don't see her.
Am I right next to Hanako?
Yeah, I'm very much with you.
I think we're on top of a roof, a couple hundred feet away. We're at probably an abandoned building. And we're safe different way if the cops see us. We can run away pretty easily, but we're still close enough that we could see everything good view-wise. I think Chong makes a big air ball and floats us all up, keeping Azula on the ground. I don't think he tells Hanako that he's doing the airball. So I think Hanako just grabs on the Chong very suddenly as they're suddenly floating up the ground.
Relevant to how this may go down, Sabi is wearing completely different clothing. Like she would be just from her clothing unrecognizable, but she is not covering her hair and she is wearing the same boots.
And those boots are very relevant because they make the same footstep sounds.
I think Chong is grapevining while he's on the roof, like, because I assume Hanako and him are settled up there with like a Zopa, like, in her little pouch on his shoulder, and he's grapevining the sound so that way we can hear what the police are saying, and we can hear what's going on. And I think he's doing it in a way where Hanako can hear it as well, because it's kind of like this in my head. It's kind of like this invisible tube of sound. Chong says to Hanako over his airbending. He's like doing funky stuff with his arms to get this going. He's like, "Hey, am I going crazy, or does do you hear those footsteps? They sound super familiar."
Oh, you gave me a chance to gaslight.
Roll for freedom. I'm not going to have you shift your balance. I'm just going to have you use your balance.
Okay,
Roll for freedom to try and resist gaslighting Chong.
Okay, yeah. That's a 12.
Oh my god.
I think Hanako, this is just going to be a moment of a brief crisis of conscience for Hanako. And kind of before she can think too hard about it and, like, decide to do what she's supposed to, she's like, no, you're right. And then immediately she's cursing herself in her mind.
Chong hears you say that, like, that he's right, and a big smile pops on Chong's face. He's like, I knew it. And he starts looking around. I wonder where she is. Like, we gotta let her know we're up here. She's probably worried sick about us.
Hey, Chong, roll to assess a situation. I want to see if you can see Sabi.
Oh, God.
Ooh, I rolled a 7, so I have an 8.
I'm just going to assign you what should I be on the lookout for. Sabi's got some pretty distinctive colored hair. There aren't that many people in Republic City with a light brown hair.
So I think as you're looking around, and I want to be clear, I don't want this to dissuade you in the slightest, right? Hanako's like, it wouldn't surprise me if she was here, although if she were here doing something with, the situation, it's possible that she wouldn't want to be discovered, and I think that if we're gonna see her, it should be right there.
Yeah, you can see her. She's hiding behind a building. You see a flash of her red hair. She's not wearing what you're used to seeing her wear, but you can see her hair.
Oh, look, there she is! And he stops airbending for a moment, like, and you stop hearing for a moment and, like, points at her, like, oh, she's over there, do you see her?
Ah, yes, there she is.
Why'd she change her clothes? Do you think something happened? Oh, I hope she's okay.
I don't know. I suppose we should go check on her.
Yeah, I'll airbend this down. That's such a good idea. I was gonna say we should leave her be and go to her after the raid,
So yeah, the two of you're gonna airbend down. Chong's gonna make another air cushion. Sabi, I don't think you see them coming.
I was gonna say, do I notice this before they get near me?
No, you don't. They're gonna jump scare you.
Oh my god!
Chong hugs you from behind when he gets up. He's like, "Hey, Sabi!"
Wait, seriously? If he does that, whatever I need to roll to try to, like, throw him.
I believe that is relying your skills and training.
So that's an 11.
Okay, you're gonna just fucking shuck him across the alley.
I'm like hip check him onto the ground.
I'm gonna have you take a fatigue on that, Chong.
What the fuck are you doing here?
You're a lot stronger than I remember. We're here to regroup, like we were supposed to do yesterday. Where have you been?
No. You can't be with me right now. You cannot be here right now.
Why?
Sabi's like kind of looking at Hanako, knowing that she told Hanako not to say anything about what she said.
Yeah.
What's going on? Like, we're a team. if you needed to be alone or something, you should have told us, but I don't see what you could be doing that has us all separate right now.
I'm telling you right now that I need to be alone right now.
Chong turns to Hanako like, Hanako, like, you're with me, right? Like, what's going on?
Hanako takes a deep breath. Chong, I trust Sabi with my life.
You see Sabi turn red when she says that, by the way. Like, it's brief, but it's noticeable.
Okay. Good for you. But what does that have to do with anything going on right now? You know what? I have no idea what's going on. I am so confused. But okay, if you need to be alone right now, we're on the rooftop. I'll be there with Sopa. Hanako, are you in, or are you gonna be here with Sabi? Because I can't tell if this is a me issue or if like something's actually happening.
Chong, let's go.
Chong gets a little upset, but he agrees because he can tell something is going on and he doesn't know what it is, and he's deciding that he wants to see what happens with the raid and with the uncle first because he cares about what happens to the girls. And he's like, throws his hands up in the air, being like, you know what? Fine. I'll have my air bubble ready for you when you're there. And he kind of air scooters over to the building in a huff.
Hey, Chong, I think you need a condition. I want you to mark insecure.
Oh.
I'm sorry. And then Hanako goes to walk away.
Sabi is going to walk away, but she is repositioning somewhere she can still see what's happening, and like gives Hanako a nod before walking away, and then very pointedly like turns away, completely ignoring them, and like pulls the poncho up around herself.
Can I mark guilty?
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, looks like the raid's begun. The cops are filing in to this apartment, which on the second and third floor, you are aware, Sabi and Hanako and probably Chong as well, this is where that distillery is. And you can hear the cops coming in. You can hear some commotion. You can hear some gunshots. You can see some people coming out in handcuffs. And you do notice that one man, he's not coming out in handcuffs, he's coming out in a rescue blanket. The cops have found what you're assuming is Uncle Chen, and they are escorting him out past the barricades. What's your next move, guys?
We, the two of us, we're gonna watch to see where Chien went after this, right?
Sabi is going to try to go to the address that she got from the agency, and she's going to try to do it without being seen by the other two, or at least so that they can't tell where she's going.
It looks like Chen is talking with the cops for a while. It looks like he's telling them what happened. So there's going to be a little bit of time before he goes anywhere. So Sabi, would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, to make sure that nobody sees you, let's have you roll to trig.
Okay, well, I rolled a 9. I have +1 for creativity, so that's a 10.
So yeah, I'm choosing they overcommit, they're deceived for some time. I'm gonna say the two of you, you're not feeling too spicy with Sabi right now, so you're just overcommitting to ignoring her. So yeah, Sabi, you've taken a look at these notes.
Yeah, tell me what I find in this. Is there anything interesting, useful, whatever? I'm going to take some time to read this before I commit to whatever the fuck I decide to do.
So his file has his picture. He looks like he's maybe in his 50s, starting to bald a little bit. He's not a bender. He's got a resume attached. And it looks like previously, before he worked in this platinum mine, he worked at a couple different mechanic shops. Couple like not really high end, like kind of back alley car repair shops. So like he's familiar with mechanical stuff, which makes sense for a place full of mining equipment. It does seem like he used to make a decent amount of money as a mechanic, but as the market's become more and more oversaturated, people have been specializing in mechanical things for the past couple decades. he just can't get very much money at all, and he is just desperate to get any work in any field that has anything even somewhat tangentially related to mechanical repair or mechanical operation. But the thing that you note is that he was used to being paid more than he was with Varrick. That's what you're gleaning from taking a look at his resume, at the very least.
Okay. Any notable like connections or anything mentioned in his file?
No, there aren't.
Okay.
So you find his address. He is living in not the nicest area. Looks like it's a tightly compacted apartment building. There's going to be a lot of people around, so you do have to be kind of careful. But it's certainly not going to be an apartment building that has a front desk or a doorman or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Sabi's gonna sort of like walk the area and basically case the joint. And also, she's gonna see if she can tell if someone is watching her. I'm guessing I'm gonna be assessing the situation. 6 + 1, that's 7.
All right, hold one.
What should I be on the lookout for?
So, this high-density apartment building, it's one of many apartment buildings crammed together. There is certainly rooftop access. So if somebody was to spy on you, that would be a good place for them to spy on you from. When it comes to how to get into the building, it looks like it is just a simple key, front door key. You could probably easily sneak in either behind someone, or if you were sure someone wasn't watching you who wasn't, also wanting this guy to be eliminated, you could pick the lock, I'm sure. Yeah, but there are several places where someone could watch you from. You don't see anyone right now, but you want to keep a lookout on those rooftops.
Okay. Another question. The guy's this physical appearance, is he like sort of generic looking? Is he like really obvious? Is there anything really unique about him?
Not particularly. He's like a balding dude. He's got glasses. His resume only really has a headshot, so you can't really tell what his body type is, but his eyes are pretty sunken in. He looks tired. He looks like he's been through a lot lately.
Okay. You said that there's a way I could approach the apartment covertly, right?
I think the best way to approach the apartment is just wait for somebody else to come in and follow behind them as if you live there.
I'm gonna do that, I guess.
So yeah, you're gonna wait till somebody enters the building, come right in after, act as if you live there.
All right, so I know this guy's apartment number, right?
You know his apartment number, it's on the file.
By the way, before I do this, his apartment location, is it somewhere that could be seen into from the roof from outside, or is it like obscured?
No, you can see into it from the roof.
Okay. Before I go into the apartment, I want to check to see if there's like a back way out of this building.
Roll to assess the situation.
I got 8 + 1, so that's a 9.
Yeah, there's a back door. There's a back exit where the dumpsters are.
Leads out to the outside. You can get out that way. It's not a dead end.
You may have to climb up a fire escape and onto another building's roof to fully get out, but it is the way out. There's a fire escape. It's not, if you head out there, you won't be trapped.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna go and knock on this guy's door.
All right, and with that, I want to cut to the other people. So it looks like Qian is done talking to the cops. You listened in a little bit, and he really was just telling the same thing that you've gleaned before, that the Red Monsoons knocked on his door and said that he owed them money and took them to this facility to basically be a booze-making slave. After questioning, they let him go, but tell him that they may be calling him back for more questioning later. And it looks like he's heading uptown. He looks like he must be heading towards his home.
Okay, I think Chong wants to follow this guy respectfully from a distance. He wants to make sure the uncle gets home to the store. I don't think he's going to confront the uncle. I think at first he was thinking about talking to the uncle, but I think he's still so peeved from his conversation with Sabi and Hanako that he kind of just wants to make sure the uncle is safe, Go tell the girls he's safe, and then just, wash this matter from his hands. Yes. He helps Hanako get down from the building, air balls them down once the police have dispersed, because he's still cautious about that. And Anazula follow him from a distance, and Chong, while they're following him from a distance, he is unusually quiet. And Zopa is kind of looking up from her pouch at him, kind of inquisitively trying to figure out why her master's so sad, and does occasional little use.
I think Hanako is being relatively quiet throughout this whole thing. I think she's pretty ashamed.
Well, you follow him to his little convenience store, and he runs inside, and you can hear some crying, some tears of reuniting. You can hear the aunt, the wife, just screaming with joy that he came back through the door.
And I think Mom looks over the Hanako and says, "Okay, he's back. Let's go tell Peony and Pearl that he's okay, that we saw him go back to the shop, and go from there."
Yes, I think that's a great idea. I just kind of wordlessly turn us off towards my own home then.
So yeah, the two of you go back to your place. Peony and Pearl shoot towards the door when they see you guys come back. What's up? What's happening?
Excellent news. Your uncle is home safe as we speak.
Oh my god, you actually did it! The two of them, they're hugging with joy. They run up to you, Hanako, and they hug you, and they're like, "Oh, thank you so much. We know that we saw some weird stuff the other day, some uncomfortable stuff, but you've saved our family. Thank you."
Of course, it's the least I can do. As far as I am concerned, we are even now. And you continue to be welcome in these halls if you ever need anything again.
We'll hit you up on that. We're still going to be here for another couple weeks, so maybe we'll run into you at the Jasmine Dragon.
I think I'd quite like that.
They leave. They're both ecstatic. As they walk off into the distance, you can see them happier than they've been in 2 days.
Finally looking like they did when we first met them again.
Yeah, finally looking like they did when they were simply in Republic City to visit family and to go on a food tour.
Aww.
Now that this has been resolved, is there anything you two want to do before I go back to Sabi?
I think that Hanako is wildly out of balance enough at this point, and that whole interaction went about as shit as it possibly could have. So I think at this stage Hanako is actually gonna send some people out to try to keep an eye on Sabi.
Does this count as taking foolhardy action without talking to your companions?
Yeah, I'm certainly not talking to Sabi or Chong.
Do this. Send these guys out and take away the insecure.
Sure.
So send your people out. We're going to switch to Sabi. And then I'm going to have both of you
Okay.
roll.
Interesting.
I want both of you to roll to assess a situation at the same time.
Oh boy, I got a 3, and that's +1, that's a 4.
Okay, that's an 8.
All right. Sabi, let's just start the scene. You've knocked on his door.
This is not a little knock, this is the cop knock.
The man comes on out. Bowen.
He opened the door?
Yes, he opened the door.
2 things. Can I see inside his apartment to know enough if he's got shades or not?
He does not have blinds.
Cool. Sabi is going to immediately, shove him into the apartment while drawing a gun and, kicking the door closed behind her.
Oh my god! What's going on?
Do you like being alive?
Yes, I know. What's happening?
Is that a thing you'd like to continue to do? I need you to sit the fuck down and listen. Sabi is looking around to see, is there anywhere in this room that can't be seen from the outside? And can I see anybody on the rooftops or whatever the fuck is out the window?
You cannot see anyone on the rooftops.
Okay, I'm gonna with the gun, shoving him towards the bathroom.
He stumbles back. He goes into the bathroom. He's now sitting on the toilet with his hands up.
I don't know what you did, but you really pissed Varrick the fuck off by not taking his offer.
Oh god.
Calm down and listen to me. We do not have a lot of time, and this is gonna sound fucking crazy. Varrick wants you dead, like, real bad. And I'm here to kill you. I very much do not want to do that. How badly do you want to live?
Very much so. What do you need?
I'm gonna start shooting in a minute, and this whole place is gonna explode into a panic. I need you to lose your fucking glasses. She's looking around for something like, do you have something that you could put over your head? I need you to look as little like you as possible. Do you have like a hat or something?
He nods. He's got like a hat for fancy occasions that he only ever takes out at like weddings and stuff.
I need you to disguise yourself as best you can, and when the confusion starts, I need you to get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna tell you a place to go. You're gonna go there, and you're gonna ask for a woman named Midori. And you're gonna tell her that I sent you, and you're gonna explain what happened, and you're gonna ask her to get you the fuck out of this city. You cannot be here anymore. You cannot exist anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
He nods, terrified.
Good. Okay, Sabi needs to fake a death, which means she needs blood, which means she needs to shoot someone non-lethally, and the decision is between herself and this guy.
I want you to roll plus results.
I rolled an 11 plus 2, so that's 13.
So you're shooting him in the hand.
Can I choose where I'm going to shoot him? Because she's smarter than that.
Yeah.
All right, so she's going to like... So does he have all his like shit on him, or can she just run out and grab this stuff really quickly?
I think she should run out and grab it.
Okay, she's going to do that real fast. And while trying to make it like not obvious what she's doing. Like she's going to make it look like she's just fucking like trashing this guy's place, like just throwing stuff all over the place, like faking a burglary, that kind of thing. All right, so she comes back into the bathroom. She pulls out her gun. You said you really want to live, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's got like a bunch of sheets and stuff. I'm really sorry, and this is gonna really fucking hurt, but it beats the hell out of being dead. She positions the gun so that she like grabs a chunk of his like upper leg, like the muscle, and like positions the gun so that it looks like the bullet would go towards like the wall, like she had like having someone like down on the ground. So she kind of like positions it in a specific way and pulls the trigger.
That hurt.
She immediately like grabs the leg, like binds this up like tightly, like she's done this before.
Oh, he's starting to scream.
I need you to shut the fuck up right now. Do you understand me? You want to live, right? You want to live?
Yes.
Keep your shit together.
Yes.
Fight it down and keep your shit together. Put this stuff on. She walks out into the bedroom and like fires a couple of shots like at the wall, trying to be mindful of like not shooting into the other apartments, but like fires off a few rounds.
So yeah, people are noticing outside.
I need you to go up to the stairs and then come back down, go out the front door and go immediately to that address I gave you. Would you understand me? As of right now, you don't fucking exist anymore. You figure it out. It's better than being dead because some fucker like Varrick wants you dead. She's gonna like take this guy to the front and kind of like shove him along to make sure that he goes towards the stairs first so it's not obvious where he's coming from. And then Sabi is going to bolt out the back. Stops briefly enough to make sure that this guy is doing what she told him to. Is he?
Yes, he's doing it.
Okay, cool. She's gonna get the fuck out of there then.
All right, so Hanako, your men are going to report back to you.
Uh-huh.
And they're going to tell you what they saw.
Yeah, which was all of that.
So yeah, they saw Sabi threaten a man with a very shiny looking pistol. They saw her push him into a corner. They saw her violently trash an apartment. And they saw her fire quite a few shots.
All right then. Thank you for your report. At ease. Ugh, Sabi, what the hell are you doing? I wanna talk to somebody about this, but I literally do not know who Hanako can go to talk about this. Yeah, I think Hanako is just, like, anxiously pacing around her office, because, like, literally who can she go to about this? I think I don't tell Chong, and I think I just go to the Jasmine Dragon. I think Hanako just very suddenly leaves. Even some of her guards are like, what? This isn't how this goes.
So, Chong, it's been a while since you've been home, right?
I think it's been, in combination, 2 or 3 days since Chong's been back to his apartment.
Do you want to go home? Now that everything's resolved for now?
I was thinking about this, actually, for a little bit. I think when Hanako went into her room to, right off to go tell the guards to go find and spy on Sabi, I think Chong went to his bedroom, grabbed his stuff, and then went out the window with Zopa to go back to his apartment.
Perfect. So yeah, when you get to your apartment, you don't get mail very often. You got a letter.
I have a letter.
You got a letter from the return address is in Omashu, which happens to be where you send your letters to your family. It's from Dorji.
Like, this is the first time Chong has smiled, like, for real in the last couple of hours. Chong loves his letters from Dorji. He has a really good relationship with her. It's nice for him to have a little something that gets his mind off this whole mess. So I think he takes the letter, puts it to his chest, and I think he, goes up the stairs and goes inside his apartment and opens the letter. And Zopa probably climbs off him and goes into her little bed.
So, yeah, opens the letter. The letter says, "Hi, Junior. It's been so long. I am so sorry we haven't updated you in a while. We have been all over the Earth Kingdom. You would not believe the stories we've had. But I'm just contacting you to let you know that we're actually going to try and make our way to the United Republic this year. We've never performed up there, but we are so excited to see the city for the first time. I'm so excited to see the city for the first time. And Dad is so excited to see Air Temple Island. He cannot wait to see some real air nomads for the first time ever. Barring the ones that sort of pop into towns we visit and pop back out, he's never really had a conversation with another nomad. So when we come to the city, would you be able to show us around the air temple? Anyway, I can't wait to see you again. I know Mom and Dad can't wait to see you again. I know most of our brothers and sisters can't wait to see you again. I miss you so much. Love, Dorji."
I think Chong starts to cry. It's a quiet type of cry, like some tears are falling off his face, and they go into the letter.
All right, I think let's go back to Sabi. And Sabi, are you going to report to Varrick after your?
Yeah, I'm going back to Varrick.
Tell me, how did you leave the room? When it comes to faking the death, what did you do to fake the body?
There is a bunch of blood in the bathroom. There is an impact in the wall from the bullet and blood splatter that looks like someone was shot at close range. There's blood kind of like smeared around the bathroom. There's blood that's kind of like smeared out from the bathroom. I don't know, probably a bit around that area, and then it just kind of ends. She made sure to bandage this guy's wound pretty tightly. And she like trashed the place, basically the idea being to make it look like this was like a burglary gone bad kind of situation. And fired some rounds around just to make it look like, there was some kind of like a conflict going on.
Yeah, so you're gonna return to Varrick's ship? Do you have blood on your hands?
I think Sabi's cleaned it off. There might still be some like splatter on her, like the poncho that she's wearing, but it's a dark color, so it's not super visible.
So yeah, you enter Varrick's office. He gives you a look over. He does take a look at that little blood splatter. He can tell. Something happened. So is the deed done?
I did exactly what you asked me to. Now can you ask your little fucking goons to stop following me around and get off the monk's ass?
A deal's a deal. However, I'm curious. What'd you do with the body? I did hear from my men you did leave quite a mess in his apartment.
Well, I'm sure your men also told you about my meeting with a police officer earlier in the day. Tell me, Mr. Varrick, how many people have you personally killed? How many people have you actually sat there and watched the life drain out of their eyes.
Oh, Sabi. You know I have too much money to do that myself.
Yeah, I do. So, don't question my methods. I know how to get rid of a body. I know how to make things look like an accident or like a burglary. This isn't the first time I've done this kind of thing, or you wouldn't have hired me. Sure, the body is rotting at the bottom of a river somewhere. I don't ask what they do with it.
Roll the trick.
Shit. 5.
I won't question your methods, but, there's a corrupt cop out there. I think I might be looking for someone on the police force who's a little more unconventional than the cops I've already got in my pocket, so I think I might be giving your cop friend a little call.
You feel like getting into a war with the Triads.
Oh, believe me, they love me over.
He's fucking Shady Shin, right?
That doofus?
Yeah, I really like your energy, and I think it's a great idea, but I don't think he's gonna want his boy toy in your pocket specifically. I think you might want to look for somebody else.
All right, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on that cop.
I mean, he's useful. I'll give him that. But there are boundaries to usefulness, as I'm sure you're aware.
Well, you did the job, so, like I promised, the monk's off the hook, and I won't be following you anymore.
Thank you. By the way, are you also going to pay me for this job, or is this a trade for favor kind of situation?
Oh, you will be paid handsomely.
That is what I like to hear.
A girl after my own sensibilities.
She makes a little, there you go motion with her hand.
Next time I need you, you'll know.
I'm sure I will. Do you mind if I stay at your place for a little bit longer? I'm not on the best terms with my companions at the moment.
Guest room's all yours.
Thanks. Your decor is really unique.
Isn't it lovely? Oh, I had to pay so many people to get those alligators. They were rough to kill.
It's very interesting.
You should get into taxidermy. It's a fascinating hobby.
I will take your word for it, Mr. Varrick.
As you enter the bedroom, give me a roll to assess the situation, just quickly.
Okay, I rolled a 9, that's +1, so I get a 10.
Okay, well, I'm not going to have you answer questions. I just wanted to get you to roll, because you noticed that one of those alligators that had hollow eyes the other day, it's got eyes now. Oh no! Oh no!
Sabi is gonna take off the poncho and very pointedly kind of examine the blood stain for a little while and then kind of push it out of sight somewhere. She wants to make this look very meaningful. And also, whenever I'm done with this, I want to go to the Jasmine Dragon. I want to leave a message there.
Okay. Well, why don't we switch to the Jasmine Dragon then? So, Hanako, you are there. You're at the Jasmine Dragon. You are sipping on a delicious... What tea are you drinking tonight? Something with chamomile? Something calming?
Yeah. I think it's I like chamomile. I think it's a nice mint chamomile. And she's just kind of sitting in her typical booth, just rubbing her temples, trying desperately to relax, and failing so hard.
Well, Sabi, you're heading to the Jasmine Dragon.
Oh, cool.
What do you do?
Sabi's gonna take a not a standard path to the Jasmine Dragon, gonna double back a little bit. She's gonna take some unusual turns and pay attention to who's around her and see if she can tell if she's being followed or not.
She's not being followed.
Cool.
Varrick did tell Sabi that he would not.
Yeah, well, Sabi doesn't trust Varrick as far as she could throw his dumb little ass, so...
At least not on other people's property. On his own property, he does have full jurisdiction to spy.
Yeah, no. Sabi is aware.
So yeah, you enter the Jasmine Dragon. You see Hanako there. It's a little late for Hanako to be at the tea shop.
How many people are around?
It's close to closing time. I'd say it's around like let's say the Jasmine Dragon closes at 7.
Is there anywhere in the Jasmine Dragon that's private? Like, do they have a private room? Do they have a booth? Do they have anywhere that's like not out in the open? Or is it just like all tables out in the open?
It's all tables. It's a coffee shop.
Okay. Sabi is gonna walk up to Hanako.
I think Hanako is like very distracted and does not notice you until you're like at her table. And then she like I don't even think she notices it's you at first. Like, I think she just like kind of pushes her tea over, expecting you to be the waiter coming by to see if she wants a refill, and then she looks up and like jumps.
Hey, we need to talk.
You think we need to talk? Now? Now.
Yeah, now.
Sit.
I don't think I need to tell you this, but you need to be very, very careful about Varrick.
Sabi. You... No. All of today. Everything today. And that is what you have to say to me.
Hanako, you are the person I trust the most of anyone in this world right now. We have worked together for a long time. I consider you to be one of my only real friends. I love you, but you... I faked a man's death today. I shot a man in the leg, and I lied to the most powerful man in the world, to his face, and I'm not entirely sure he fully believed me. I know that you think you can manage Varrick, but you have no idea how fucking dangerous he is. And I am so sorry I didn't say anything before. And I'm sorry I took Varrick up on his offer, except I didn't actually...
Sabi. I'm sorry. You don't need to tell me.
No, I think I do, because I wanted to tell you... I even wanted to tell Chong. Okay, maybe I didn't want to tell Chong, but at least to give him the idea of what's going on, because we're in so much fucking danger right now, and Varrick was watching me. Was probably watching me when I was near the raid, and was definitely watching me after, and I know it's probably not a big surprise that someone like Varrick wants people dead, but I get the feeling that this is gonna escalate a lot, and I think we all got caught up in the middle of it.
I think you're right. And I promise I will take Varrick more seriously.
Thank you.
I feel like you also deserve an apology from me.
No, I don't. You...
No. I am ashamed to admit that although I did not know the details already, I was aware that you had done something ill-advised in that man's apartment. I had a couple of men follow you.
Look, I'm not... I don't blame you for that. I
would like to trust you. I would greatly like to trust you. I need to know that in the future, if you need my trust, I will be allowed to discuss the details of whatever is happening with whomever I need to. I don't think... You know how Chong is. He finds things out.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was worried about.
We can't keep him out of the loop on this. Even if we wanted to, we couldn't. And I don't want to.
Varrick thinks I killed someone for him. And one of the things that he agreed to because of that was to let Chong off. He wanted him to, I don't know, serve as his personal spy or some bullshit. And I was able to talk him out of it. Chong is a really good airbender, and he is... Sabi looks like this is paining her to say. He's really useful a lot of the time, but he's not good under stress. I want him to know what's going on, but he can't go fucking confront Varrick or do something stupid.
Sabi,
Yeah.
Chong's not the one who did that today.
Sabi looks hurt hearing that, but doesn't say anything right away.
I'm not saying you did the wrong thing. And I appreciate you looking out for Chong. I think that this was the right move, ultimately.
You're right. I shouldn't have... Wasn't a very well thought out decision, even if it happened to be the right one at the time. I've got to be really careful.
I understand.
I want to keep working for Varrick as long as I can do it safely. I don't know of another way for us to find out exactly what he's doing, and I don't know of another way to get inside of his operation. Maybe you and Chong can figure something out from the outside, or maybe Chong's airbender, I don't know, friends feels like a lot given everything that happened, but...
Sabi,
Yeah.
you have put us in a good position. We don't need to have the plan worked out tonight.
Yeah.
And we certainly don't need to have the plan worked out without Chong's input.
You're right.
I think we should take a deep breath. Be glad that we are speaking again. And see what tomorrow brings us.
Is there an extra cup of tea? Is this a...
I think that I've called for one.
Okay. Sabi takes the cup of tea and raises it up in front of her. To tomorrow, then.
To tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to Moment of Balance. This episode featured Janiyah Riley as Sabi, Chrissy Sylvia as Chong, Dami Carmia as Hanako Seki, and Anna Marcus as our GM and producer. The music for this episode was written by Anna Marcus and Chrissy Sylvia. This episode was edited by Dami Carmia and Anna Marcus. If you liked what you heard, you could support us on Patreon at patreon.com/badrep. Huge thanks to our patrons: Janiyah Riley, Saturn Nieves, Warren Kelly, Veer, Rowan Parker, and Melanie Archer. Moment of Balance is produced by Bad Rep Productions and is part of the Bard Rock Network. Check out Bad Rep's other shows at badrep.productions and Bard Rock's other shows at bardrockcafe.com. The Bard Rock Network is sponsored by Dragon Master Games at dragonmastergames.com. And remember, choose to be upbeat. It feels better.